everyone says ROI, ROE, right? Return on investment, return on experience. And I hear the conversation. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants quantitative data to be able to say, yes, this is worthwhile, or no, this is not. I think events are far more elastic than just, yes, we got ROI, we spent $180,000, we made $1 million. If you're running a full event marketing program, everyone's industry is different. The sales cycles are different. The customers are different. There's so many variables that go into it. So you have to take what I'm saying, and then you have to be able to apply it to yourself in some form or fashion, right? But I think when you think about trade shows, when you think about events, this is essentially the impact that is going to be made is net new deals. Of course, everybody wants brand new deals. They want someone to walk up on a show floor or come to an event that doesn't know them and say, and write business for them, right? Come in, enter the pipeline, get a contract.
In 30 days.
Yep. In 3 days.
Yes.
Deal acceleration, right? Do you have deals in your current pipeline that there's a touch point at an event, and that touch point is part of the reason that it accelerates a good experience, a good conversation, clarifying something for them. Deal tagging, right? I think people should be able to tag all deals that have a touch point at any event. And what I mean by that is it doesn't mean it needs to be the lead source. The lead source is meant to be where it originally came from, which I can go on about the idea that that is super complicated to do, especially the bigger company that you get. It is super complicated to understand the original place that a deal came from. Sometimes easy, sometimes not. But what I mean by deal tagging is if you have a touch point at an event with a customer, you should be able to tag it as an event, meaning we've had a conversation. They attended a dinner. They showed up at our booth. They did an offsite, go-kart racing with us, whatever. Because I think over time, you'll be able to find a trend in there because of all the deals that got touched, right? Customer resurgence. I mean, how many times are you at an event where you meet with a customer, current customer, they're spending 10 grand, 3 grand, 40 grand, whatever the number is. But then you have a meeting, you settle things, you have a discussion. Maybe it's a rekindled relationship, new person in the seat, but then they start spending more. Well, that event was something that rekindled that. It wasn't a cold email to them, right? It was being at the event, inviting them to dinner, those nuances of the event, the face-to-face, that feeling you get with an individual. So that needs to be a piece of it. I put here like stage 1 unlock, which I think for me is like, there's so many big companies that get people stuck in that stage 1. They downloaded a form. They did something super, super basic. So they're kind of in this weird funnel where they're getting emails, cold calls, different things. But what if they show up at an event? How many of those deals can you unlock that get stalled out in that first beginning phase? And then the last 2 are like big partnerships and kind of the distributor model method, right? Is I don't care what anybody says. I am all for digital marketing and all the other methods in which dollars can go into marketing outside of conferences and events. But at the end of the day, when you are talking big partnerships and big impactful ones and very large deals, they happen in person. They happen face to face. They happen having dinner. They happen over breakfast, having drinks together, spending 2 days, sitting in a room, hashing things out, deciding that this could be a good fit. So that's what I mean by pipeline impact. Net new deals, deal accelerating, tagging deals, customer resurgence, big partnerships. This is what events do. The brand awareness piece is a whole nother section I won't even get into, but this is what's happening at events. And how do you measure that to the best of your ability with what you do and the deals you have, I think is something that people all need to get a grip on as fast as they can.